Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Desert of Wonder on Impoppable. This is one of those maps which is a refresher because the map before it, Virgin Tower, is a lot harder than this map. Virgin Tower is a lot harder than it looks. Actually, it might be easier than it looks, it depends on how you look at it. The map after is Wrecked Boat, and that looks hard, and it is hard. Also, if you ask why I didn't upload for years, it's because my computer broke and I had to get it fixed. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about that. But anyways, a few quick tips on Impoppable before I go off topic, like how I play most of my videos. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing in there, I'm just using Max to scout all the range blocks, see what blocks range. So a few tips could be, if you desperately need to pop that bat on round 75, and you're willing to pay the same price as to continue, you could use a Nidosphere Amulet. Actually, no you can't, because that thing got nerfed. It used to be so good before it got nerfed, it just shredded bats. Fortified bats, gone, but you still need to pop the DTs inside. But still, it still shreds. Now it semi-shreds, it's like, maybe better than your Dark Temple, but it's not that good anymore. Also, why am I talking about powers? Just get a Moab Assassin, C4 Charlie's level 7 ability. One shot, that does like a massive amount of damage. It's like the first strike from Bloons TD6. Also, because I totally didn't film this video 10 years ago, I don't actually have his ability unlocked, nor do I have most of the stuff I have right now. And speaking of filming this a long time ago, I managed to get more hours on Bloons T6 than Bloons Adventure Time recently. I don't know what to say about that. Also, speaking of Bloons T6, it reminded me of probability. Why probability? So a while back, I mean a really long while back, it was more like last year. Actually, no, it's not that long back. It's just like 6 months, half a year. I made a dumb sniper challenge, and it was basically the 205 sniper. I'm not going to talk too much about Bloons C6 because you guys probably can't relate. And essentially, I was debating about sniper placement. And we all know snipers are hit scan towers. I think they are in this game too. I'm not sure. Yeah, they probably are, but I don't use the sniper in this game often. And what happened was, basically, there were different placements and sometimes it just didn't work. At the really end, I came to the conclusion that it was just shrapnel RNG. Oh wait, also, if you do get this 025, it is affected by placement. Imagine if, you know, our upgrade trees had stuff like that. I wonder how we could do it. Because back in Bloons C6, we could just say 025, and that would be, you know, which cross paths. Also, so after that, I decided to experiment from Dots 1, Cannon, and Shards from every Impoppable game. Because, you know, sometimes you get good Wish Orbs, and sometimes you get bad Wish Orbs. And I really wanted to see how my luck was doing. And I didn't essentially have the actual probabilities of the shards from the games, so I want to see how my luck was going, you know? I was thinking that the average should be 1,000 shards per game. I mean 1,200 shards per game if you shard all your Wish Orbs. But then when I did do a little bit of playing, I looked at my probability and I was thinking, maybe I only get like 500 or 700. And then there are some times when I get an epic Wish Orb, and then there are those rare times when I get 2 Wish Orbs. I mean 2 common Wish Orbs. Imagine playing an entire game of Impoppable only to get 2 common Wish Orbs. That would be so sad. That's like 20 shards. That's nothing. So then I calculated the average, and what I got so far is 1,205 shards per game. Although, it didn't feel like that much, I'm not gonna lie. And to be honest, that's a really small sample size because I only started recording recently. And recently is not when I filmed this video. Wait, I'm gonna check how long ago that I filmed this video. It's probably like really long ago. Yeah, I filmed this video back in September. So anyways, with the 1,200 shards per game, it means to get a million shards, it's not as long as I thought, surprisingly. It only takes a few hundred hours of playing. Wait, I have 100 hours of playing. Why don't I have anywhere near a million shards? Yeah, but that's not the only thing I grind. Another probability thing is a game that I made with my friends when I got bored. And do you know what a yes and no eraser is? Basically just an eraser. You put a yes on one side and a no on the other side. You ask a question, you flip that eraser, and it's like flipping a coin, and it either answers with yes or no. Like, am I good at Bloons? Flip the eraser, lands on no. But then I decided to change it up a bit, and instead of using yes and no on both sides, I used noob and pro, so that when you flip, you could either get noob or pro. And then sometimes it would actually land on the sides, I don't know how you call that, edges. And then I was like, what should I name that? Average, because it's in between? Then I thought, wait a minute, the probability for average is way too low. So then I changed it so that the front and back side had average, and the top and bottom had noobs and pros. I don't know if you're following along, it's so hard to explain. You know, okay, by the noobs and pro sides, it's just the small sides, because it's like a rectangular eraser. And because I kind of erase on the front. Actually, no. At this point, I don't even know what to call it. But the really small side, I erased it so that it forms a little triangular shape, so that it would always fall over, so you can't land there. So there are only 4 possible sides to land. And then I decided to flip the eraser a lot of times with my friends. So far, after 320 flips, yes, I counted that many, there was a 400%, no, there was a 40% for just average, a 47% for slightly below average, which is quite close to 50-50 on those large sides, so not too surprising. Then, for the other sides, I thought it was going to be a 50-50 chance of getting noob or pro, but no, it seems like noobs outnumber pros, like in most games you play. Somehow, I suck at eraser flipping, and the probability of getting pro is 4.7%, and the probability of noob was getting 8.1%. If you added them all together and they don't make 100%, that's because of rounding, and stuff like that. So then, when my friends would flip, they saw the probability, and they were like, why do I never get pro? This game is rigged. So I'm thinking, is the game really rigged? Because I don't use the noob and pro sides often, I only use the other side, which lands the averages. So I still don't understand why it's more likely to get noob than pro. It's like almost twice as likely to get noob than pro. I have a feeling luck is screwing with the results. And you know what I thought from there? What if we were like, someone, not we, was just super lucky, and whenever they rolled the die, they would only roll a 1. And they would never roll anything else, so they thought that, I don't know, magically, a dice never rolls on 6. Or what if, every time they were with friends, the dice also rolled on 1? That would be amazing. That would also be sad at the same time. And that brings us back to the wish orb thing. Imagine if everyone who got a wish orb from the Dots Wand Cannon got an epic wish orb. I can't imagine how unlikely that is, but it's still possible. Imagine, just in some alternate universe, it happens. If there are infinite infinite multiverses out there, that might be able to happen. I don't know. It's just a theory anyways. Then NK would think, wait, why is everyone getting epic wish orbs. Did we make an error in the code? Checks everything. There's nothing wrong. NK gets a really great idea. Let's nerf people's luck then. And then they put a limit on how many epic wish orbs you can get. Actually, that's something I would see NK doing, I'm not gonna lie. NK just patching your luck so that you can't get good drops. Oh yeah. Okay, that's enough talk about luck. And I'm gonna talk about that time when I was talking with my friends who played Bloons Adventure Time. And what happened was, I quickly pulled out my photo editing tools, and I put a perma-spike into Bloons Adventure Times. And my friends were like, yeah, you know what they were like. Sketch 10,000. Speaking of perma-spike, I want to recreate chimps in Bloons Adventure Time. So you know chimps rules from Bloons C6, the game mode after Impoppable, because it's much harder. And essentially, you can't use powers, you can't use continues. Oh wait, they should have done that from Impoppable. No powers, no continues. No monkey knowledge, and you can't farm. Oh yeah, and you can't sell. And what counts as monkey knowledge? Well, I'm gonna count all weapons and all trinkets, but not allies. So that means I'm not allowed to bring any trinkets or any weapons. Trinketless Impoppable, how hard can that be? And plus, you get those Tech Terror allies I was mentioning before. But oh wait. Some rules just come right there to mess me up. I can't farm and I can't sell. You know what that means? Not farming is already hard, but not being able... Oh wait. Yeah. Not being able to sell isn't that hard if you're not able to farm. They're kind of interlinked, you know? Because I could just get Princess Bubblegum's ability, Royal Degree, and that'll generate money, as well as some BMOs, and I can sell them all, and I can have enough money to afford Tech Terrors to help my Super Monkey pop that bad. And because we're not allowed MK, I can't even get a Dark Temple. I mean, Dark Sun God. The same thing happens in Bloons C6, you can't get a Dark Sun God in chimps. I wonder if anyone's even gotten a Sun God in chimps. Those things are expensive. So I decided to try to beat Impoppable on Candy Throne Room, and guess what happened? I lost. And check out this amazing round 75 lag right there. It's absolutely good. The lag is so good, the game crashed. And you see how those Bloon Graves are still there? We gotta enjoy that lag, or at least I do. Anyways, we're approaching the end of this level. I'll talk about chimps next time. Not so bad after all, I guess. Anyways, I'll leave the episode off right here. See you guys next time.